Hey out there. It's 10:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here where I am. That's New York City time, but I don't live in New York City. Just wanted to check in and say hi to everybody and give you a quick update on what's happening with the energies. And hope y'all find me pretty quick, because always sneak in and surprise you. You never know when I'm going to show up. Hope you're doing well. Rose! Hey, lady. I've been out running around on my property watching them dig a big trench across my driveway, my gravel drive, and put in a new pipe because there's so much water it can't handle it. Orsolia. Hey there. Christine. Hi there. Hi. Hey, y'all. I wonder how everybody else is feeling. One of my measurements is my cats, and both of them lost their breakfast this morning. Not good. That's always a good sign that the energies are probably higher than we think. Higher than the charts are showing. I'll put it where you can see the lion in the background a little bit. Hey, Pamela. All right. Hello, Christine. Lynn Dubo. Maria. Good morning, Tina. Okay, y'all, I don't know how long I have, because there's supposed to be someone showing up with a huge dump truck full of gravel, and I gotta get down there and give them a check when they show up. I'm hot. I've been outside. It's another really warm day here. Hey, Cindy. Just got your power back on. Bless your heart. You must be in the path of all those storms. Wow. I'm glad you're okay. Glad you're okay. Oh, and storming again. This is lasting. It just is going on, isn't it? I'm glad it missed me this time, but I am very sorry for those of you that are going through all this. Hi, Angel. Whoop. Pamela Adjustment says the Aurora danced and I slept like a baby. Wow, really? That's cool. Hey, Leslie, blessings to you too. Bruno, JL. Okay, y'all. A little recap if you just checked in. I feel strongly that there are energies coming in that we are not seeing signs of on the charts. The charts look fairly calm except for space weather, and we're having solar storms right now, and it's been going on and on and on, and I am hot, more than ought to be. It's been like this all day, and just constantly, from time to time, having that hit of heat, and I start perspiring, as my grandmother said. She said, don't say sweat. Ladies don't sweat, they perspire. Oh, well, whatever you call it, I'm experiencing it. So, hello. It's cool, Jean says, in South Carolina. Really? It wasn't here. It's been up there for us. Not hot, but you know, staying in like the 70s even at night, which is really warm for this, I think, for this time of year. And it was up almost 90 degrees yesterday here. I'm in southeast Tennessee, and it's been quite warm. I'm just grateful I'm not in the storms that are happening. Okay, y'all, the recap, if you're just getting here, is I am thinking that we've got energies and power and frequencies coming in that are not showing on the charts. I mean, the solar storming is enough, but there's more going on. I feel positive. Sugar and Chipper, my kitty cats, both have been sick this morning once already. And they're off sleeping somewhere. I don't even know where they are. And that's usually when they're kind of hiding like this, they're not feeling good. So your pets might be sensing this. Your children, you yourself might be sensing it. It hit my digestive system hard within the last hour. So there is definitely something big going on in many ways. So let's take a look and see if anything new has happened in just recently. Since I looked at the charts, let's take a look at the alternative Schumann. Ready? I'm going to try and do this quickly because I don't know, I may be interrupted. As you can see here, we have a lot of anomalies happening. Look at that. That's not normal. We've been seeing some of this now going on the Kumiana less demonstrative chart for a while, and yet the regular chart is not showing anything incredible. However, this is a lot of activity down here and this overall kind of green glow, and you see the little spikes at the bottom. Okay, let me back this up. Let's do a quick sweep through. Lots of energies, as you can see, through all this golden orange. And this is not looking way out of line, though, at all, but very active. And here we had a big spike there. Coming on through, this looks odd. This is out of the ordinary. I'm not sure what to think about that. All these horizontal lines, and here, this is Etna Observatory. We have the vertical lines and we have the purple, which is always something we look towards with pleasure, because we know it may, any kind of purple shows up, it makes us think of the angelic intervention. But this has settled way down. You see all those colors in there. Let me back off again. There's a lot of reflection. Sorry about that. It is daytime and I have a bright house. Lots of purple here again. See all that purple showing up. And purple here too. So let's just sweep on through. I don't see any black spikes. Nothing that is overtly, clearly a black spike. But lots of activity. Okay, now let's skip up here and let's quickly take a look at the magnetosphere cut plane models. Let's refresh the page and let's crank these up one at a time. You have to start them up one at a time. There's a hint right there. You see that one. Now, once again, the magnetosphere, that's our doorstep. There's Earth, that little half white, half black, tiny dot here in the middle. That's day side, night side. These are our shields for the bow shock or bow shock. Looks like a bow and arrow, you know, like the bow. And over this way is the sun, way out that direction. And that's where most of the stuff coming at us is supposed to be coming from the sun, and the shields are supposed to catch them and keep them from whacking us quite so big. So, here we go. Let's, on this one, this legend, as you can see, the most intense is dark blue, and then green, then yellow, orange, and red. Red is sort of the background. You see the churning going on, and this is the velocity chart. Look at all that blue. And it's sort of coming from behind and around us. And look at all that coming in. Did you see? Let's look at both sides for a moment. And you can see the slider that lets you know this covers about 3 hours in UTC time, which is posted right here. Look at all that. All this activity and stuff coming through, and all the deep blue, and look at that. That's now. That's about now. Okay, let's take a look at density. The most intense density is this dark blue, and you can see we're surrounded with it all around the Earth. And you can see the magnetosphere is sort of being pulled. It was downward, and now it's coming straight back. It's like there's a twisting, moving motion going on, and waves, lots of waves. Okay, let's look up a little closer. It's beginning again. And let's watch. It's going across to about halfway. That's at about 1330 UTC. Coming up very close almost to now. Look at all that intense density around us. Okay, and this is now. Okay, now let's look at pressure. This one's kind of exciting. Let's go ahead and look at the legend. Blue is background, then light blue, white, yellow, orange, and red. Red is the most intense pressure. Let's go ahead and look at both sides, and you can see the slider. Let's go back to the beginning. Look at all that. This is all around us, all around the Earth. It's hitting the shields and has clearly gotten inside with us. This may be a good deal of what we're sensing and feeling. It's at the halfway mark now, right at 14 UTC, coming up on now. We're coming into now range, and look at all the red blasting. It looks like the phoenix, the fiery phoenix bird flying here. And it's beginning again. Let's see real quick, what time is it UTC? It is 14:59 UTC. So let's go back and let's pull this up where you can see the slider. And I'm going to pull in on the right side. And you can see the time up here too. This is the time. It's beginning again on the slider. You can see how long ago that was for 14:59, or right at 1500 UTC. We're now at 1400. We are coming into now. And look at the energies surrounding us. Yeah, that's now. Okay, so if you're feeling something, if you're experiencing something, if your pets, or your family, your friends, your co-workers, whoever seems to be dealing with some crazy symptoms, then this may help explain it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at space weather. We are still in a G1 minor geomagnetic storm. This is a KP5 solar storm. So this has been going on since yesterday. They keep renewing it and renewing it and renewing it, and it's holding pretty steady. I have not seen it go up to KP6 yet, but it could have snuck up for a little while. And that certainly is influencing us also. And that may be why Pamela was saying she was seeing the aurora dance outside her house last night, even though she slept like a baby, which is good. She must be kind of up north-ish. Solar wind speed is currently moderately high at 511 kilometers per second. We have certainly seen it higher, but that's up there. The strength of the interplanetary magnetic field is moderate at 12.78 nanoteslas. The direction is slightly south at -6.6 nanoteslas. South is when we feel it. We feel it then because the polarity of the Earth and the Sun react against one another at that place. Oh, what's happening? I saw that. Hey, who did that? Maureen, thank you. She just sent me 250 stars. That got my attention, even though I haven't been looking much at the comments because I've been looking at the charts. Thank you, Maureen. I love it. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have something come in to help me pay the bills. Woo! And it's been crazy. My electric bill alone was over $300 like last month. Crazy. It used to run 80 to 100. Everything is more than doubled now. I appreciate all the love and all the love in physical concrete form like what Maureen just sent me. Thank you. All right. So the interplanetary magnetic field is an amazing thing. It looks like spiral ridges that go all the way throughout the atmosphere, throughout space. And it's like a steady looking in the round spiral ridges. Just, I don't know how to describe it. I have pictures, but I'm not going to take the time to look it up. And that influences us and everything out there. So it's pretty strong right now. And the Disturbance Storm Time Index predicts moderate storm conditions right now at negative 57 nanoteslas. And here is one of our many, not MINI, but MANY alerts for solar storms being in process. Whoops. Yeah, lost control of that. These have been coming in over and over and over. G1, KP5, and you see we have one from yesterday here, but they're having even more than that. I'm going to run over here and look. Whoop, let's go quickly and look over here in the auroral activity and see what we can see. Okay, here we go. There you can see the KP5. Okay. And here is the auroral oval, they call it. And you see where the red is. That's intense. So it's very intense way up north and way down south on the night side of the Earth. So you all might get to see some aurora tonight. Or now, actually, which is night for you. Okay. This is the Disturbance Storm Time Index, and you can see we're in a moderate storm, and it has been, looks like we got a bit of a break for a few hours, but it was pretty much in moderate storming all yesterday. The solar wind has gone up a little bit since what we just looked at their alert, and look at the density, it's all over the place. And the interplanetary magnetic field. And you can see the BZ is in the south and is pretty much staying that way. And here's our moon phase for right now. Okay, just for fun, let me check something. Okay. It's showing what is strong, what is not. I was hoping it would give us some images, but it's not. Okay. Forget that. Moving right along. Okay, what else shall we look at? We've gone through the alternative Schumann. Let's look at the old standard, which is Tomsk University in Russia. Oh my. It's spiking. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, here we go. Here it is. This is the spectrogram or spectrograph, depending on who says what it is. And to the right is now. And check that out. Yeehaw, boys and girls. White out is the most intense energy on here, unless you count the black spikes as a high energy also, which I think they are. There it is. And you can see I'll back it off, get away from the moire, as we used to call it in commercial art. There it is. Now, let's see, what does this mean in numbers? Let's go to amplitude right here, coming across. Let's open it up. And you see, here's our high spike right here. Okay, and here's the next to highest, which is right now. So it's almost halfway up the first square on the graph paper looking stuff there. This one should have been about midnight last night. And this is now, and midnight I mean Eastern Standard Time. Are you ready? 47, power 47, amplitude 47, that's up there. When you're dealing with the Russian chart, that's high. We have seen it go up into above 100, but it's really rare now. I think they turned their levels way down because we used to see it even more often. But this right here is the high point, 47, and it corresponds with that point right there. So let's go over here and see if we can take a guess. That's probably about 39 to 40, 42. Well, I don't have a serious point. Let me get a little point to show you a little more. Right about here. Sorry. Right about there. And that's probably 42 or so. That's how high this one has gone. I hope that makes sense. So we're spiking right now. That might explain more of what we're experiencing on top of the high solar KP5 G1 geomagnetic storm. I'm not seeing anything too terribly exciting here. No black spikes on the electromagnetic background level. And we can see all of this reflected in here. Also, when you look at the Q factor, this has to do with how sustained, how strong it is, how long it will last. And that's showing high lasting, especially that one right there. Q means quality factor. Okay, yeehaw, boys and girls. Time to get your surfboard out. Get up on that surfboard and ride these energies, or get on your horse and ride, depending on what you prefer. You might want to ride your surfboard on your couch today. Whatever works for you. How is the best way to ride these energies? Do it in love. My voice went away there. Hold that high frequency of love, goodwill, benevolence, kindness, forgiveness, high frequency. Do it in authenticity, which means unconditional love, the real stuff. You cannot walk in unconditional love. What was that? Without being authentic, without being real. It's just bottom line. Can't do it. You have to be real and honest and true. Can you hear that beeping? That's the truck bulldozer drivers down in my valley. So, if you're hiding who you really are, you can't walk in love. If you are busy being ashamed and fearful, your love will be hindered and crippled up, because perfect love casts out fear. You know, it's just like the way I see it. You know, I come on and I do talks in my pajamas. Today, you know, I look more civilized. I'm wearing my tank top. By the way, did you know that black is not void of color? You know, I'm a professional artist. It is the absorption of every color. White is the reflection of every color. And I like black sometimes. I used to wear it a whole lot. I've noticed a lot of artist types tend to enjoy black. So I pulled out black today. Actually, probably because it was what was clean and right on top. It's not an ominous sign. That's what I guess I'm saying to you. So we're having big time energies right now, although it's not showing on every chart. It is showing on the Tomsk, Russian, Schumann, and it is showing in space weather in a KP5 G1 geomagnetic storm. So yes, ma'am, yes, sir, we are in storms right now, and now that we've done this live chat, I understand better why my kitties are having tummy problems and why I myself am having a little bit of a tummy problem. So maybe you will understand that for yourself also. Real quickly, let me look over here and let's take a gander real quick at some stuff that you might find helpful going through these energies. Let me open up my Schumann file. This is where I keep all my graphics. I used to do a lot more Snoopy stuff. I don't do as creative stuff anymore. Why? Because they throw me off Facebook so fast. I do well to even get the images on there, much less add anything extra. It's like one image seems to be what they're pushing for, but that's very limiting when there's so much going on like it is now. It's kind of nerve-wracking, actually. I have to remind myself, you know, when I'm not on there, like when I'm doing some of the lettering, I go on to my notes on my iPad and do the lettering on there and then paste it after I put the photos on, and I'm like feeling all anxious and like, gotta move quicker, they're going to throw me off. I have to remind myself that's not going to happen when I'm on my own device, not on Facebook. It is frustrating because I used to really enjoy doing more creative stuff, but we can come over here and we can look at this. All right, during these energies, beloved, take care of your wee little selves. I put this together a couple years ago for you all. Number 1, pray, meditate. 2, drink lots of pure water. 3, ground yourself in nature. Take a walk. Walk in the forest. They call that forest bathing. Sit on the ground. Walk barefoot. Whatever you can do where you are. Put the palms of your hands on the trunk of a tree and just let yourself melt into it. Okay. Number 4, take wonderful warm Epsom salt baths. I did that last night or yesterday. 5, take long, deep breaths. Let's do that right now. That lets your nervous system and your whole body know that it doesn't need to be in a panic mode, because if you're at peace, you only take deep breaths when you're safe. So let's do that right now. You ready? Let yourself relax and kind of drop into that place. Let's take another one. You're letting yourself know that everything is okay. Let your heart slow down. Let your breathing slow down. Let your nervous system calm down. That's good. Center yourself. Number 6, spend time with people and animals that you love and enjoy. I would be spending time with Chipper and Sugar right now, but they're off asleep in some hidden place right now. That's the way they're handling the energies today, and that's all right. They know what to do for themselves. Okay, but do spend time with people and animals you love and enjoy. And you might want to spend time by yourself during this kind of thing. All right, 7, rest and sleep as much as you need. as much as you can. Remember to just stop and take deep breaths all day long. 8, take time to recreate and do things you love. Recreation, to recreate. And remind yourself to enjoy whatever you're doing. We just get kind of in a running mode and we don't pay mind. You know, savor life today. If you can do that, that would be really good. 9, make sure that you have plenty of electrolytes, because these energies burn up electrolytes kind of like rocket fuel. So make sure you have plenty of electrolytes. Organic vegetable and chicken broth is good. I used to carry it with me to work when I worked a regular job. And oh my, got all kinds of notifications coming in. I would carry it with me and drink it right out of the paper carton or pour it into a glass and drink it cold. It is extremely effective for the electrolytes, but also pink Himalayan salt and Celtic sea salt. And many people will have things to say about that, but y'all just relax. You don't have to use a ton of it. And I find when I do muscle testing on the Celtic sea salt, which is what I use because of my particular system prefers it, they discovered a heart arrhythmia in me when I was 12 years old. And I found people with heart things tend to do better with Celtic sea salt than they do with Himalayan, but you may not be that way, so just work with what works best for you. I keep some next to my bed, a little vial of the Celtic sea salt, and if I wake up and my heart is flip-flopping everywhere, I will always muscle test, and usually it is sodium, and I will take my finger and I will wet it real quick, touch it to that salt and pull up a few grains and put it in my mouth and let it absorb and melt slowly. And usually within minutes, my heart rhythm is much better, if not corrected. And it is amazing how much our electrolytes affect us. They can give you medicine until you're blue in the face. But if you're deficient in something for whatever reason, the medicine is not going to fix it. So there's lots of good stuff out there to help. Number 10, do the heart-brain coherence meditation. And the video is at the top of my page. I think we'll do it together today. Those of you who are able to stay, it only takes a few minutes. And then 11, think beautiful and happy thoughts. And then I put with much love, Marguerite. Now also, those of you who have some of these things from my shop or from wherever you got them, Shungite, as well as scalar energy pendants. I'm wearing one right now, as always. I even keep them with me when I'm in the bed. I may not wear the chain around my neck if it's annoying me, but I drop it into the bed and sleep on it, or put it in my pajama pocket. This is my favorite one. I just like the design. And you can see the stones in the back. All of these do different things. So if you have some of these things, I would use them today. I would wear them today. I would have them close to me today. I'm looking, I have some Orgone pyramids. I don't know what I've done with it. I used to have it on my desk here, but I don't see it. I'm loaded already. I'm in good shape. And wear your bracelets, the scalar bracelets or whatever. Whatever works for you. And so just relax as best you can. Take in life and savor it. Even the exciting times and the challenging times. I'm kind of weird. I've always been aware of my limited time here. apparently this is not normal. My friends and family don't think like I do. I look at people and I wonder how long I will have them, how long they will still be here. And part of, I think, what triggered that in me was the fact that I had a boyfriend when I was 16. His name was John. And to cut it short, he was killed in an electrical accident. He was 17 years old. It was the same day that Elvis died. And so every year I remember John. But I remember leaving my house on the way to the funeral at the church, and I turned around and I looked at the door where my mother and father were standing. They were coming later. I remember thinking, I wonder, you just don't know, I thought to myself. You don't know how long people are going to still be here. So I savor every moment. I savor every moment, and I don't take people for granted very often. So when I worked at a certain place years ago, a woman worked there who was a full-blown New Ager, and that was all new to me back then. And she was from California, and she found out the day of my birth and what time of day. And I told her, and she came back the next day with like 30 pages of printed out computer stuff about my rising sign, my, what's the other word for that? Rising sign, natal chart, whatever you call it, means the position of the planets that were above the horizon at the moment of your birth. Well, I always thought it was a bunch of foo-foo because I just seen what was in the newspaper, and it was clearly not very accurate. And when I read those 30 pages, I was stunned. It read me like a book. It actually bothered me. I said to the Lord, I said, I'm just a little worried here. This is supposed to be, you know, garbage, isn't it? And you know what he said to me? He said, Marguerite, why would it surprise you that if I were to choose the moment or the position of the planets and the stars at the moment of your birth to reflect who you will be and who you are? He said, why would that bother you? And I was like, well, when you put it like that, that makes sense. Well, one of the things it said about me was that I burned the candle at both ends. It said, you may not live a very long life, but you will live a very full life. And it's true. I never stop. My young assistants, when I was pastor of a church, but not one like you've ever seen before, I'd say, they said I had 2 speeds, and this surprised me. They said there was fast and sleep. And even though I stop and I ponder, and I'm not in a rush per se, but I don't waste time. I'm always thinking, always considering, always listening, always watching. I am savoring every moment. So do that today. Enjoy even the challenging times. This is all part of it. It's part of what makes us who we are. And enjoy those who challenge you as well as you can. Just enjoy life. And, you know, some people like to go to scary, suspenseful movies. I'm not really into that at all. But, you know, people enjoy all of this. Some people like it fast and furious. One of the young men that's like a son to me actually will take off with a group, and they'll go into the mountains and leap off of the sides of mountains, not sheer cliffs. Just leap and go free-flowing and catch themselves on trees. Leap over big ravines. Why? Because they love the rush of the adrenaline. No, I don't relate to that, but some people do. Whoever you are, whatever you love, whatever challenges you. Just open your heart and embrace it. Treasure it. Value it. Enjoy the peculiarities of the people around you and the beautiful things about the people in the life around you. And when someone tries to rock your boat, try to enjoy that too. And that's kind of hard sometimes. So, I hope that's helpful. And let's do the heart brain coherence meditation right now. Let me put this in its little holder. Okay. Now, put your hand on the heart area. Bring your focus and your attention right here. The benefits of this are amazing. I'm not going to go over them right now. Let's just do it. Don't be surprised if you feel bliss and joy, and maybe symptoms will be eased or gone at the end of this, or that you feel great joy and connection with one another. Okay. Think of something you're really grateful for, something that will touch your heart and your emotions. That's good. Now, breathing in and out from the heart area. Whoever's doing that laughing emoticon, I hope your motives are good. There's a lot of karma here. Things turn around quickly. I hope it's a good motive. Touching the heart, imagine breathing in and out from the heart area and not from just the nose and the mouth. Breathing in and out. This activates the heart area, connects to the brain. Think of something you're very grateful for and let yourself feel it. And let us begin. This will take 3 minutes. And I will let you know when the 3 minutes is up, so don't worry about it. I will alert you when 3 minutes is over. So let us begin. Feel the shift. Thank you. surprised if you receive a healing during this time. Buzzing and humming. Just strong. One last deep breath. Now, close your eyes and look up into this area where your third eye is with your eyes closed. That will take you instantly into the theta brainwave, time and place of healing. Ready? Let's do it. That was strong. Love you all, and thank you for joining me. And remember, you can do that heart-brain coherence meditation anytime by yourself, or you can come back and do it with us at the end of many of our live chats. I'm talking slow because I'm in the zone. Have a beautiful day and savor life. Savor it. Just savor it. Enjoy your pets, your family, your friends. Enjoy whatever you can. And take this vibe that we can create during this time and take it further into visualization and see what it is that you want. What you want to create and experience, and then feel it like it's happening right then. Sending out lots of love to all of you. Maybe we'll talk again soon. Have a beautiful one.